How do you love your partner deeply without losing yourself in the process? See, we often hear that marriage means becoming one. But if becoming one means erasing your individuality, your passions, or your purpose, then that oneness becomes suffocating instead of sacred. So, in this episode, we're unpacking how to honor both your self love and your partnership love without feeling pulled apart. You'll learn boundaries that protect connection, identity practices that keep you grounded, and daily rituals to balance me and we. Welcome back, Uplifting Life Partners, to the Simplified Uplifters Marriage Mastery Podcast. This is our Marriage Builder Sunday segment, where we focus on giving you practical tools to build, repair, and strengthen the foundation of your relationship. Our goal? To help you create a marriage that feels stronger, more joyful, and more resilient. I'm your host, Ron Simplified Myers, and together, let's ignite possibilities for your marriage. Somewhere along the line, culture sold us a lie that true love means giving up everything for your partner. You know the old line, if you really love me, you'd make me your whole world. That sounds romantic until you realize it's toxic. Because when you make your partner your entire world, what happens when they're gone, distracted, or struggling? You're left empty. Real love doesn't erase who you are, it expands who you are. When Simone and Caleb first got married, Simone gave up her painting because she thought it was selfish to spend time alone. Years later, resentment started to build. She felt disconnected from herself. And ironically, that made her less connected to Caleb. When she returned to painting, she felt alive again, and that energy spilled into their marriage. Caleb said, "You seem happier lately." Simone replied, "I remembered who I am." The lesson from this is self-love is not competition to your marriage. It's the oxygen that keeps your marriage breathing. Let's step back for a moment and remember, before you fell in love, you were a full, whole human. You had friends, hobbies, dreams, and a personality. Marriage is supposed to complement that identity, not consume it. Healthy couples create what is called the 3 circles of connection. Circle 1, me, my individuality, goals, interests, and spiritual growth. Circle 2, you, my partner's individuality, their passions and needs. Circle 3, us, the shared dreams, rituals, and values we build together. When one circle swallows the other 2, imbalance happens. That's when we hear things like, "I don't even know who I am anymore." Here's an example. Caleb used to love hiking, but after marriage, he stopped because Simone didn't enjoy it. Over time, frustration built. He wasn't mad at Simone. He was mad at himself for abandoning something that made him feel alive. When they talked it through, Simone said, "Go hiking. I'll use that time for my journaling." They learned that space doesn't weaken connection. It strengthens it. Teaching line. When both individuals grow, the relationship grows with them. This moves us into the section of our conversation about boundaries that build connection. A lot of people hear boundaries and think walls, but boundaries aren't barriers. They're guidelines that teach people how to love you better. Boundaries protect both your peace and your partnership. Here are 3 boundaries every healthy couple needs. Time boundary. Schedule time apart and together. Example. I take Thursday evenings for my self-care. We do date night Fridays. This builds anticipation instead of exhaustion. Emotional boundary. You're responsible for your feelings, not your partner's reactions. Example. It's okay for me to say no kindly, even if it disappoints my partner. Digital boundary. Decide how technology fits your relationship. Example. We don't check phones during meals. Simone once felt guilty for saying no when Caleb wanted to hang out, but she needed quiet time. She worried he'd take it personally. Caleb said, If alone time helps you recharge, I'd rather have your peace than your presence. That's the power of mutual respect. Boundaries don't push love away, they protect it. Teaching line. Boundaries don't divide couples, they define what's sacred between them. Now we can talk about the 3 daily habits that keep you and us in balance. These 3 daily habits help you love yourself and your spouse without feeling pulled apart. 1. The hour of power. Spend at least 30 to 60 minutes a day just with you. That might mean prayer, reading, exercise, journaling, or quiet reflection. It's your time to recharge before pouring into others. Simone's hour of power was morning meditation and a gratitude list. She said it helped her respond with patience instead of irritation when Caleb forgot something. 2. The gratitude mirror. At the end of each day, look in the mirror and name one thing you love about yourself and one thing you appreciated in your partner. It keeps the love loop flowing in both directions. Caleb, I love that I stayed calm during our disagreement. Simone, and I appreciate how you still kiss me goodnight after it. Little reflections like that remind you, we're a team, not opponents. 3. The we check-in. Set aside 10 minutes daily to ask, how are you feeling? What do you need? Anything I can do to support you? This keeps communication open so resentment doesn't sneak in. One night, Caleb said, I'm just tired. Simone replied, want me to handle dinner tomorrow so you can rest? That one exchange prevented a week of silent tension. Teaching line, connection isn't built by grand gestures. It's sustained by consistent moments of attention. Well, we can't have a conversation about balance without discussing when self-love feels like selfishness. Let's talk truth. A lot of us struggle to practice self-love without guilt. Especially in marriage, we confuse self-care with selfishness. But here's the difference. Selfishness says, I don't care how this affects you. Self-love says, I want to show up as my best self for you. When Caleb told Simone he wanted a weekend retreat for personal growth, she felt abandoned at first. But after he returned, he was more peaceful, patient, and present. Simone laughed and said, you came back like a new man. Take 2 retreats next time. That's the fruit of self-love done right. It refreshes, not removes. The lesson to take from this is, the more you fill your own cup, the more love you have to pour. Let's recap. Love that requires losing yourself isn't love, it's dependency. Healthy identity has 3 circles: me, you, and us. Boundaries protect peace and deepen trust. Daily habits like self-care, gratitude, and check-ins keep the balance. Self-love isn't selfish, it's sacred. Here's your reflection question for today. What part of me have I silenced in the name of love? And how can I reintroduce it gently into my relationship? Remember, you are a complete person before marriage. The goal isn't to disappear into your partner, it's to evolve together. Today, we uncovered how to balance self-love and marriage without feeling pulled apart. But don't stop here. The next episode you'll want to listen to is why self-love isn't selfish and how it strengthens marriage. Make sure you're here for Wednesday's episode, Conflict Without Chaos, How to Stay Calm When Triggered. If this message spoke to your heart, share it with your spouse or a friend who needs a reminder that love and individuality can coexist beautifully. And also, remember, love is listening with your heart. And for deeper tools, visit Simplified Uplifters app and our inspirational apparel. Check the links in the bio or visit simplifieduplifters.net. Remember, nurture your soul, protect your energy, be kind to yourself, and build the marriage of your dreams. Now go to the next podcast episode and let's keep building together. Most importantly, you are extraordinary.